Listen carefully. Most men don't lose women because they're unattractive. They lose them because they misread the moment right before attraction reveals itself. Here's the uncomfortable truth. If a woman openly tells you she likes you, attraction is already dying. Real attraction doesn't announce itself. It leaks. And if you don't know how to read those leaks, you'll walk right past the most important woman of your life, thinking nothing was there. Dark psychology teaches this. What people hide tells you more than what they show. Women are socially punished for desire, so they don't move forward. They test sideways. They don't ask, "Do you like me?" They ask, "Do I affect you?" And the mistake men make, the fatal one, is hunting for obvious signs. Eye contact, smiles, hair flips. Those are noise. The real signals feel confusing, almost uncomfortable, sometimes even negative. And that's intentional, because the first sign she's attracted to you doesn't feel like attraction at all. It feels like pressure. Here's where it gets dangerous. The moment a woman becomes emotionally curious about you, her behavior stops being polite, not kind, not considerate, not safe. Dark psychology reveals something most men never learn. When a woman likes you, she becomes less careful with you. She says things that sting slightly. She drops comments that feel unnecessary. She withholds softness she gives to others. And men misread this as disinterest. But think about this. When someone doesn't matter to you, you manage their feelings. You stay neutral. You keep things smooth. When someone does matter, your instincts come out. She might tease you, challenge you, call you arrogant, annoying, cold, not with anger, with curiosity. Her nervous system is asking one question. Does this man break when I push? This is called frame testing. She's not trying to insult you. She's trying to locate your center. And the men who fail here, they explain themselves, defend their personality, or worse, get offended. The moment you try to prove who you are, you've already lost. Because strength doesn't argue, it observes. And this is where most men emotionally collapse. She starts talking about other men, casually, almost lazily, as if it means nothing. And inside your chest something tightens. Here's the dark psychological truth. A woman does not talk about other men to a man she feels nothing for. Silence is what indifference looks like. Mentioning another man is provocation. She's not trying to make you insecure. She's trying to measure your gravity. She'll say things like, "Some guy at work keeps flirting with me. My ex texted me again. So annoying. Men are always staring when I go out." Then she watches. Not your words, your nervous system. Do you tense? Do you compete? Do you joke too fast? Do you explain why you don't care? This is jealousy probing. Her subconscious is asking, do I move him off his axis? Men fail because they react emotionally. They interrogate. They posture. They pretend not to care while clearly caring. And that tells her something fatal. His value depends on my approval. But when a man stays grounded, unrushed, unbothered, her attraction doesn't disappear. It deepens because she just learned something powerful about you. Here's the response she's secretly hoping for. Not confidence, not dominance, not charm, stability. When she mentions another man and you don't flinch, don't rush, don't explain, her nervous system relaxes and tightens at the same time. Because you didn't compete, you didn't perform, you didn't seek reassurance. Dark psychology calls this non-reactive strength. It's rare, and rarity creates value. Most men think attraction is built by adding more words, more effort, more validation. But attraction is built by removing need. When you don't reward her jealousy test with emotion, she doesn't feel ignored. She feels seen, and now she wants to know something else. Can I destabilize him in other ways? So the tests change shape. They get sharper, more personal. She might suddenly go cold. Short replies, delayed texts, a different tone, no explanation. Men panic. They assume attraction is fading. So they chase, and in doing so, they train her to control them. Her distance isn't accidental. It usually appears after closeness, after a good conversation, after laughter, after a moment that felt real. When a woman feels herself getting emotionally pulled in, her instincts pull back, not to escape you, but to test you. This is attention manipulation, not evil, not calculated, instinctive. Her mind is asking, if I remove warmth, does he collapse? So she replies slower. She becomes unpredictable. She withholds engagement. Men make the worst possible move. They try to fix it. They send longer messages. They explain energy. They ask what's wrong. And in that moment, attraction decays because her nervous system just learned something dangerous. I can regulate his behavior by regulating my attention. But when you maintain your own rhythm, when your attention isn't easily hijacked, she feels something dangerous. Respect. And respect deepens desire. Because attraction isn't about being liked. It's about being felt. This one confuses almost every man. She calls you a jerk, arrogant, cold, full of yourself. And your instinct says, that's bad. But dark psychology says the opposite. Indifference doesn't insult. Interest provokes. When a woman feels something for you, she needs to know if your strength is real or borrowed. So she challenges your identity. This is ego friction. She's not trying to hurt you. She's trying to see if you crumble. Nice men fail here because they chase approval. They want to be liked, respected, understood. So they explain, defend, soften, and in doing so they lose polarity. But when you don't correct her perception, when you let her words exist without urgency, she feels something rare. A man not managed by her opinion. That creates emotional tension. And tension is the birthplace of attraction. But be careful. How you respond here determines everything. Because there are 3 reactions that kill desire instantly, and one that amplifies it. Let me show you the 3 reactions that silently destroy attraction. First, over-explaining. She says, you're kind of arrogant. And you rush to clarify. No, I'm just confident. I worked hard on myself. I don't mean it that way. In dark psychology, this signals one thing. You need her approval. Frame collapsed. Second, getting offended. You stiffen. Why would you say that? That's disrespectful. Early on, this doesn't look strong. It looks fragile, like your ego is made of glass. Attraction pulls away. Third, fake dominance. You snap back aggressively. Well, at least I'm not boring like you. That's insecurity wearing armor. And women don't submit to anger. They submit to calm certainty. Now here's the only reaction that works. You don't treat it as a threat. Sometimes you smile. Sometimes you pause. Sometimes you respond playfully or not at all. The message underneath is simple. I'm good with who I am. And when her nervous system feels that something locks in, this sign is subtle, quiet, and incredibly powerful. She starts watching how you allocate attention, not just to her, to everything. When a woman is attracted to you, your focus becomes valuable, and value invites testing. She notices who you listen to, who you ignore, what excites you, what doesn't. She may interrupt you, then go silent, then re-engage. She may pull your attention, then release it. This is not randomness, it's calibration. Her instincts are asking, can I influence his emotional rhythm? Men fail because they don't see the pattern. They adjust themselves to match her shifts. They speed up when she speeds up, slow down when she slows down, and unknowingly they hand her control. But when you maintain your own rhythm, when your attention isn't easily hijacked, she feels something dangerous. Respect. And respect deepens desire. Because attraction isn't about being liked. It's about being felt. This is the principle that changes everything. If you miss this, you'll forever analyze behavior instead of creating attraction. Here it is. Stop asking if she's interested. The moment you try to figure her out, your behavior shifts. Your tone changes. Your pace adjusts. Your energy waits for permission. And dark psychology is clear on this. The man who waits for confirmation automatically places himself below the woman emotionally. Attraction dies there. Strong men don't read signs to decide how to act. They act first and let reality respond. Every action she takes, you interpret as interest. Cold, she's testing. Warm, she's engaging. Challenging, she's invested. Silence, she's thinking. This frame does something powerful. It stabilizes you. And when you're stable, her instincts attach. Because certainty is addictive. Your inner reality shapes your external outcomes. When you assume attraction, you behave like a man who expects to be wanted. And expectation quietly becomes truth. Here's the final truth. Not everyone will like you. And the faster you accept this, the more powerful you become. Men who chase universal approval become invisible. Men who are willing to be misunderstood become magnetic. Dark psychology teaches this clearly. Attraction isn't about being perfect. It's about being solid. When a woman feels that you don't need her reaction to regulate your self-worth, she relaxes. When she realizes she can't easily move you with praise, distance, or pressure, she leans in because what she feels around you is rare, calm, certainty, emotional gravity. So stop decoding every word she says. Stop waiting for signs. Become the man whose presence creates them. And remember this, the most attractive thing a man can project is not confidence. It's non-need. That's the signal she'll never say out loud, but her behavior will always reveal. This was dark psychology. Stay sharp.